Hello and welcome, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Mr. and Mrs. Internet, and all the ships at sea. Welcome, welcome. This is DMD RPG, your one-stop shop for tabletop. I am Chef. Everybody calls me DM Delicious sometimes. They call me a lot of things. Some of them are even, repeatable. So, we are here tonight with our premiere for Savage Worlds, aka Silver Linings. We are gonna have ourselves a blast and a half. All right, but first, we got a few things we need to talk to some folks about. We also have, since we're on Twitch right now, we need to shout out our Twitch partners. We have Brad with Noir. Brad, how would you describe your channel?
Chaos. Me playing a lot of video games badly, making terrible choices, having uncoordinated actions. So, basically, that's me in a nutshell.
Story of my
We
life,
love it,
yeah.
we love it.
All right. Also, huge shout out to Glenn Dizzle. He actually has his own. He has his own Twitch stream. He's not on this game right now, but I do believe he is watching. Hi, Glenn Dizzle. He hunts Pokemons. If you like the shinies, come say hi. Also, you can see some of the other people who we have here. I believe Jen is in at least one of these other games
Oh, he
on
froze a little.
McStabber Studios. Jen,
Yep.
Little bit.
you're in a vampire game
Yep.
Wednesday nights?
New
Okay.
new game starting August 15th.
Ooh,
Hey.
you heard it here first, because I heard it here first. And last but considerably not least, we also have Witch of the Stars. Our very good friend Ashley has got their channel up and going, and it is a hoot and a half. But besides that, let's see what else we got. We're also on Discord, so if you want to come and join us, see all the kind of crazy shenanigans we get up to on a regular basis, please, please, please come join us on the Discord. I know I'm active there. Most everybody else here is too. We'd love to talk to you. We don't just talk about gaming. We talk about everything from pets, the wrestling, family, other games we're going to play. See, it's not just this game. Other games. And also, if you like this one and want to see more of what we do, we have a YouTube channel, DMD RPG, and that is available on YouTube. We have, I think at last count, over a month of continuous play content, because that is how long we've been doing this. And I cannot tell you how proud I am of that, just to know that we've been doing that much on this channel. So please, please, please join us. If you're in the Twitch chat, say hey. We'd love to talk to you. All right. Also, great big thank you to Brad with Noir for subscriptions. 43 months. Oh my god. Find something else to do, my friend. All right.
There's
So,
other
for
things
those
to
of
do.
you,
No.
I mean, I have a window that looks like it's going somewhere else. The graphics aren't as good as they are on here, but we'll figure that out. So, for those of you who are new here, this is Silver Linings. Silver Lining is the name of the ship. We have she be a sky ship and she be beautiful. She is currently captained by Captain Amelia Greycloud, and is populated with our fine intrepid heroes as well as the rest of the crew, a probably sentient ship's core, and an extremely opinionated cat. So, with that, let's go around, introduce everybody. I would introduce Fluffles. However, I have been told on no uncertain terms that I, being a mere human, could never pronounce it correctly. So, we're just going to go ahead and skip on over to see, let's see, who dolls do I have right now? Brad, can you please introduce us to Mortimer?
All right. Mortimer is a half elf who he doesn't come from the richest lifestyle, but he has spent a lot of his time studying mainly medical knowledge, some science, has come across some strange books that have given him certain healing abilities. As such, he has a bit of a chip on his shoulder when it comes to medical things because he believes that going to school for the knowledge he was able to gain uh, just by studying on his own was stupid and a waste of time and money.
If
So,
only I could get my parents to believe the same thing. All right. Well, thank you very much. Let's just going to go around on my screen right here. Mitch, can you please introduce us to Joe?
Joe Lackbeard was orphaned as a child. He is just a human, nothing special like an elf or a sentient tree or a robot. And, he grew up, never learned how to grow a beard because he never had a father to teach him how. The orphanage he grew up at was run by nuns, and they lived on these islands that floated in the sky. So he had a flying bicycle that he delivered newspapers with. But he always saw flying ships and was always amazed by them. So he read about them a lot in the library, and he finally got the opportunity to join a crew on a flying ship. Now he's like 29 years old, sort of tall, average build, black or brown messy hair, big round glasses, overalls, burlap shirt. Nothing special. He isn't exactly rich,
Oh,
but he's
all
happy to
right.
be the engineer on the Silver Lining.
An an engineer.
And engineer. That's what
You're
I
gonna have
meant.
to pay somebody
The
for that title, boy. I'm
sous
gonna tell you that
vide.
right now. All
Ah,
right. Moving right on down the line. Miss Cricket, would you please introduce us to Sprocket?
Sprocket has been on the ship for the last 5 or more years. She's kind of lost count because she doesn't ever leave the ship at all, ever. Kind of becoming agoraphobic in that manner. She is an engineer. She's not the engineer, but she is an engineer, has no idea how the ship works. Not a clue.
It's guesses.
Not
That she
that
can
kind of
drive the hell
engineer.
out of a train, let me tell you.
That kind of engineer.
She is kind of indebted to Amelia. Um, she can kind of hear the somewhat sentient ship. Um, but otherwise, she just kind of chills. She just lives on the ship and has the best life.
The best life.
The best life, as long as she stays on the ship.
And nothing bad ever happens.
Nothing bad ever happens
No.
as long as she stays on the ship.
Of course, we don't mean to change that anytime soon.
No, we
All
don't.
right.
We don't.
All right. Mr. Green, Pierce, can you please introduce us to Holler?
Okay, so Holler's not really a person, and his name's also not really Holler, but humans need something to call things, so this was probably just the easiest way. He is of the Nightshade Holler, and that's just the name that's been given to him since he landed on the ship and decided that he's going to be here for a while. Mostly plant matter, just kind of a weird amalgamation of man and plant. Just kind of wanders around the ship touching things, demands to be here, does not trust the ship, and has already decided he's going to be having a hard time, or he's going to be giving the cat a hard time.
You better leave
Because,
certain waffles alone.
cats need to be taken down a peg. So
they've had it easy for too long.
they think they
The
run the
fact that
place.
the fact that you've already lied about that cat's name to the rest of the crew is still something that I find hilarious. All right, and last but most certainly not least, Jen of Thieves, could you please introduce us to Tao?
Sure. Uh, Tao is a soldier android with amnesia who is working on the ship because she needs to work somewhere.
And we love her.
Yay.
And that kind of in-depth analysis is truly what lets us get on with our day. Okay. As I said, currently the captain is Captain Amelia Greycloud. The executive officer is Mr. William Barron. There's also Lieutenant Dorian Bowe. He's our gunnery officer, and Ibram Kane happens to be our pilot. Sometimes you'll see them up here, sometimes you won't, but trust me, they're all here in my mind. The voices, they talk to me. Anyway, so I know we had our session 0, so everybody here at least understands what's going on. It has been approximately 3 days since the good ship Silver Lining has departed from Stormfall Bay, which is the home port of the Silver Lining. It's actually where most everybody here, with the exception of Sprocket, got on for whatever reason they did. Honestly, Sprocket, I don't even remember where your home city is.
No clue.
Cool!
Neither
Didn't
does
need
she.
it anyway.
I've forgotten.
Might as well be the ship.
The ship
Always
is
been
my
on the
home.
ship. Always been here. There's
Ship is
nothing
my
of it.
home.
There's no other
Nothing
place.
else exists except the ship.
The fact that we've got a plant guy here and you're the one who set down roots, the irony is not lost. All right, so it's been about 3 days of relatively, I won't say smooth sailing, but relatively uneventful sailing. I mean, when you're literally flying through the air at approximately, 8,000 feet, there's really no such thing as smooth per se.
With a giant sky kraken hanging off of the bottom of the boat.
Yeah, that did happen.
Mhm.
All right, so for those of you playing the home game, our session 0 involved the Silver Lining being involved in what I lovingly call the Sky Kraken Derby. If you are a fan of sport fishing derbies and everything, you get the rough idea. But there are a whole bunch of Sky Krakens, and we needed to find a way to get rid of them. So we decided, hey, pay a price to the biggest one, and let these lunatics go on. Here we are. For the record, the Silver Linings catch came in 4th, which still did come with a not inconsiderable cash prize. To be fair, a pair of Navy ships were required to haul in the winning catch. So,
We'll get it next year. It's fine.
unless this ship's going to grow in some way that I'm not aware of,
Well, you never know. We have 3
Well,
engineers on board.
the ship's made of wood, right?
All right, dude.
The ship is essentially the core, so if we find a way to grow the crystal that the core is made out of,
You talked about Courtney like that one more time, and you and Samuelson go fight. She is
Marry
perfect the
fight.
way she is. Thank you very much.
Oh wait, no, he threw a punch last time and missed. That's what-
I am afraid of Samuelson.
Okay, for the record,
Old man filled with rusty gears. What's he gonna do?
Engineer Samuelson is a man whose worldview can be described best as having the exact same parameters and dimensions as the ship's engineering compartments. But he keeps the crystal. He has lovingly called Courtney because Corey was too obvious. Keeps Courtney going, humming along happily, and apparently he sings to the crystal, and she sings back.
Hmm.
I'm getting this from a cat, so again, understand the source. Anyway, we are about 3 days out. I'm going to go ahead and say if everybody could do me a favor and move your tokens down here to the staff communal area where everybody was eating. Okay?
I love it.
This is also where they came in for their original job interview, which was completely uneventful and did not nearly make me pee myself laughing.
Everybody touching stuff.
And yes, the orange one is Fluffles, and yes, Fluffles does indeed have a seat.
Of course. It has her name on it.
Well, Fluffles is a boy, but okay. What? He's
Gender
Prince of the
gender fluid, okay? Pronouns can be fluid.
He's Prince of the Swift Paws.
Not my problem. We don't know that.
Don't you?
I
No,
know
that's right. You
that.
speak Core. You don't speak Cat.
I know that.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. All right. So currently, the ship's cook has made dinner. We are probably about an hour, maybe 2 hours from sunset. Up here, it's when you're this high up, sunset takes on a relative term because it can be relative fairly light up high, whereas the ground is still in shadow. So shipboard sunset is still in about 2 hours. Most people would consider this fairly dark. But currently, the ship's cook, Mr. Gregson, has come out and just finished laying out a hearty meal of, is that sky kraken and gruel? Maybe?
We don't
Not
ask
quite sure.
questions here.
It's not lethal. And there
Well,
is
that's
salt
good.
available. So take that take that with as many grains of salt as you wish. But currently, the captain would be in her quarters. Exo is on deck on this watch, and everything seems to be going relatively smoothly. After dropping off that Kraken, you are on a standard transport run. You've got several tons of cargo going to various people in a port. I don't know whether or not you would have asked. But yeah, you got a job and you're sailing. Currently around 6,000, excuse me, approximately around 8,000 feet. And there is a moderate cloud cover at about 1,200, or excuse me, about 12,000 feet up. It is very cold outside, so please make sure you're wearing your aeronaut's leathers and fleece jackets whenever you are outside. So, talk amongst yourselves. Nothing will happen.
Nothing sets a mood like nothing will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Tao's
Glaring at
just
the cat.
standing in a corner drinking water.
I keep looking at Holler, but I feel like it'd be rude to go up and ask them the questions I want to. So I don't say anything to him yet. Just writing notes, and occasionally, if Holler looks over, they catch me staring for a moment.
All right. Mr. Holler, are you eating?
I don't eat.
He photosynthesizes.
Well, yeah, but plants also get raw nutrients and everything from the ground, so I didn't know if maybe he felt the need to stick a root in or something.
But we're in the sky.
Yeah.
It's
I,
water and
I, I,
sunlight.
okay, fine. Sorry.
Just me and Holler
One
have
less
like
thing.
matching giant cups.
Back to the cat.
All right.
I'm gonna look over Mr. Lackbeard's notes because I want to ask the questions.
All right. So, Mr. Holler, you have a large, what appears to be almost a bucket of water.
Superb.
It is a wooden bucket. I'm not sure if that's offensive to your folk. The captain, or excuse me, the cook really didn't think that far ahead when getting a wooden bucket of water. And Jen, you have what appears to be something of a small cooking pot, but it's got daisies painted on it. Not really sure where this one came from.
Look, a girl gets bored. Gotta have
Oh, no.
hobbies.
Don't I know it? Quit painting all the crap in my frickin' kitchen.
It just makes it look
Bucket's
homey
fine.
and fun.
So when you're looking
Homey
at
and
Joe
fun.
Lackbeard's notes over his shoulder, I'm guessing,
Yes.
you see sentient tree, trees grow. Can it grow into a boat? It has wings. Can it grow into a boat that can fly?
Hey, Mr. Holler. Yo, Mr. Holler.
Still staring at the cat.
Can you grow wings?
Well, he flew in, right?
I mean, did he? Or
Oh,
did he
I'm
just like
Holler.
drop in?
That's right.
Oh,
Hmm.
Mr. Tree Dude.
The cat then responds, I'm pretty sure they're talking to you, Barky.
Thanks, princess. Yes.
Can you
Finally,
grow
you
wings?
recognize my title.
Yes.
Can you grow into a different shape like a boat?
One second.
I would not advise excessive transformations within this vessel.
Turn to the cat. What's a
Good
boat?
point. We're on a
It's
boat.
a boat's the tiny version of the vessel you're on, but normally it sits on the water. We're on a ship
Boat
in the
ship.
sky.
A ship is a boat.
No, a boat's a boat and a ship's a ship. Ships can fly, boats can float.
I can do both. My ship or a boat.
Nice.
Both?
Currently, you are neither.
I don't know about a boat, but I can do this. Where is it? Do I roll for shape change?
Um,
Or just spend points?
you know what? Go ahead, just spend the points. For right now, I'll just go ahead and let you do it. Can you pop up the little note that shows everybody what it is?
Sure can, if I could find the note for it. Oh, there's a cast button. Let me see. Is that it? That ain't it. There it is. Boop.
Boom.
I'm limited by my range or my current size. Yeah. So he doesn't turn into a boat, but he does turn into a wolf.
No, that's pretty cool.
Of course,
Staring
you're
right
a
at the cat.
fucking dog person.
Just wolves, or can you turn into other things?
One second. And he shakes and turns into a cat. A much smaller cat than the wolf he was.
Mr. Fluffles starts screaming. Like,
Oh no.
full bore hissing, screaming, "You blasphemous pervert! Get out of my form right this minute! What the hell is wrong with you? So help me, I will
I'm gonna go
scratch
pick
your
up
eyes
Mr.
out and
Fluffles.
turn you into a scratch post. I will use your entrails for kitty litter.
Carries
Oh, he is not
Fluffles
like this.
away.
I will nail every leaf you have to the outside of the ship so it may be torn away."
He really doesn't like this.
In my notes, I cross out the ship part about him turning into a flying ship. And instead, right, can turn into animals. Cats don't like it.
As he is escorted from the room,
He's
Fluffles
getting
does
Treatos. He's definitely getting Treatos. Like giving Fluffles some treats and separating him from the situation.
you put him in air jail.
I do. Air jail with treats. Obviously I'm gonna have like squeezy tubes of cat food in my pockets, ready and available at all times.
The cat preens slightly, as you should.
He says
But
he
air
doesn't like
jail
those.
nonetheless.
Yes.
Let's not
He's
do that again, Mr. Holler.
he
Do
slowly
what?
calms down.
Still a cat, just standing like a person. A little
Hypocritical,
palico right now.
blasphemous, ugly,
Chin,
heretical.
chin scritches, ear scritches, more tube.
Just pussing boots in around the ship right now.
Fucking hate your ass.
Have you ever
Feed
produced seeds?
mulch you.
Yeah,
Mulch your ass. Little to the left. Little to the
a
left.
little bit all
Little to the
over.
left.
Yeah, a couple around the ship. They just kind of fall out whenever I shift or grow wings.
Do they grow?
There's nothing for them to take root on up here.
Well, have you tried to grow any of them before?
Assume they've taken place back in the holler.
What about cuttings? Have you tried that?
Yes, chop him down.
A lot of stuff just kind
Well,
of falls off.
Good. I hope it falls and rots.
This
Just
really
so I'm,
messes you up, doesn't it?
Sprocket, are you actually still within sight of him of Mr. Holler or not?
No, I'm headed towards captain's quarters
Uh,
So you
to
would have gone up
deposit
the stairs.
said kitty cat.
are there any like fresh twigs on the ground from you shape shifting?
yes.
Not even
May I,
litter box trained.
may I take one of these?
Sure. Spread it around. Plant it somewhere great.
Pervert.
I'm gonna put it in like some water, like a cutting, and see if it takes root.
Oh
I'm just
God,
gonna
they're
take care of
breeding.
this twig.
2 more. I need
Can
more
you
I
green.
wonder if
move
it's gonna grow up to be
Fluffle's
like you.
icon with me? Because I can't move it.
The more green, the better.
I'll leave the cutting in my room and go back to the engineering room.
All right. For the record, your room would be part of the crew bunk quarters, so you'd be right about here. Okay. The engineering room would be one deck down. Um, just so everyone is aware, these are not 4 separate ships. These are 4 different levels
Yeah.
of the ship. All right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I just realized I
From
hadn't
the
actually
leftmost,
clarified that, and I
yeah,
don't really
leftmost to the
remember
most
what
bottom.
the folks at home can and can't see.
Mm.
Oh, never mind. Cool. Well, for those of you at home, I picked a really, really cool thing, and it's super duper awesome, and you should applaud. Thank you.
Even though they can't see it.
Are
Take his
you
word
saying
for it.
I'm not
Great.
trustworthy?
Excuse me. All right. Back to the ship.
I'm waiting.
What's up?
Who are you
You-
asking?
I was mostly just staring hard at Cricket, but okay. All right, so
Cricket is oblivious.
Cricket actually needs to roll me a spot check.
Okay. Where did that go?
All right, so if you look at skills,
Okay.
you should see perception.
Ah, yes, 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 yes.
Or excuse me, notice. Notice. I apologize. I
Okay.
said that wrong. But okay, well,
I did perception. I didn't do the spot or the
you did
notice.
you did
I
persuasion.
Oh, that was
No.
the wrong one then. Look, I'm
There it
dyslexic. Leave me alone.
There
Oh,
we go. All right. Well,
there's a purr and a shun. I was really close.
is.
yeah, percussion would have been too.
Right there at it.
Okay, okay, wonderful. As you are walking around, you take a look and look out at the admittedly spectacular sunset. It is just setting over what appears it looks almost like a broken mountain range, but you know it's just a cloud. But the way the light is coming off the top of it, it is magnificent.
Beautiful.
And
Beautiful.
you know from personal experience, it's moments like this that the captain truly believes are what make life in the sky worth living.
Oh, yes.
So you know she's probably looking at the sunset from either out on her back, either out on her little balcony or through the window.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to
But
deposit Fluffles on the bed.
yep. And as you walk out, hmm, that wasn't there before. That that mountain didn't normally have that mountain of cloud didn't have a black spot on it. Used to be great big and white. Now there's a spot. Odd.
I'm gonna get a closer look.
How?
Uh, periscope, binoculars, whatever I've got.
A spyglass?
Yeah, that'll work.
Because the periscopes were for a submarine.
Look, okay.
There are sky
Like
kraken. Okay.
King of boat
Let's
code.
not
Anything.
eliminate
I
any
am a tree
possibilities.
person, and Jen is a robot. Okay,
I could have any of these options.
You could.
who are you to say there's not a periscope on this ship?
Odd.
Yeah, and
You know what? Grow me one, plant man. Grow me one, and I'll let it sit.
let me roll for it.
I bet Engineer Samuelson has a periscope in the engineering room so he can snoop on
Right?
everyone.
Mhm.
Right?
So he's
Samuelson
touching his
doesn't
precious Courtney.
fuck about what happens. That man hasn't been in the open deck in over a decade. All right, but you grab a periscope, or
Wi-Fi
shoot,
on
man,
the ship.
God, you got me saying it now. You get a spyglass or
Oh, God
telescope.
said it, so that means it's there.
That
Yeah,
is how
freshly
the
grown.
universe came into being. So
And most people thought it was a major mistake.
So what do I see
accuse
with
them of
my
bugging.
spyglass?
You see it is still several miles away. Almost too faint to make out. But you do notice that what appeared to be a spot has turned and now appears to be a narrower, taller spot. And because you did roll a 12 on this, actually, excuse
Oh,
me,
yeah.
you rolled a 12 on a d8.
I did.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, for the record, that's a crit. And then in Savage Worlds, it's a crit, and then you roll again and keep adding and adding and adding. It is theoretically possible to roll a 100 on a d4 if you just kept critting the entire time.
Nice.
Because of the fact that you did this with a raise, which is 4 over, you can tell those are sails.
I'm going to ring one of the alert bells that are going to be on our ship. Because how else do you alert a crew that is on multiple decks than with a bell?
The ship's bell is the most common way.
Oh.
All right. Do you...
I know some things. Thank you very much.
I never said you didn't. You've been on the ship for a while. You've been
I
through your
have.
general quarters. So are you ringing to general quarters, or are you simply ringing an alert chime?
Just an alert chime.
Okay. As you do, the XO comes and looks over. What is it, Sprocket?
There's another ship in front of us.
Hey, where away?
Bow?
That's the front.
Yes! I did remember last session.
Hell yeah.
Yes, remember,
Doing
port
it,
is
cricket.
left, starboard is right,
I'm going to
Bow
take
is
my
the
small wings.
bow is the front, stern is the rear. But if you wanted to do that just like at 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, that would also be fine.
So it would be our 12.
That's directly ahead. It's probably closer to about 10-ish
Okay.
right now, and it looks to be above you. Clearly they had been hiding near the top of that cloud cover, just so that way the rays of the sunset behind them would keep them invisible and blinded, or blinding, excuse me, if just in case they could spot any others. So, one thing you also notice, because you rolled really, really well, they've got the height advantage,
For now.
and they're laying out more canvas. They're putting out more sail. And they're coming awfully quickly.
That sounds like an XO's job there.
The XO and the dorsal spotter, that's the guy up in the crow's nest at the top of the ship. For the record, for everybody playing at home, these ships they have sails in all 3 dimensions. Okay? All the way around. So you can have top, sides, and ventral. Right? The dorsal lookout is looking out and spots it, concurs, and said apparently he's got some kind of better equipment than you do. He said, Captain, or excuse me, XO, that doesn't look friendly. If I didn't know any better, I'd say she looks like a destroyer. But she's not flying any colors I recognize. The XO, of course, pulls out his own telescope. Spots. Ah. He turns, Sound General Quarters! And as you are sitting there, downstairs, asking questions of the strange thing or trying to deal with the angry cat, you hear the ship's bell start ringing. And so, as you know, different patterns have different meanings, just like whistles and everything else on a ship. This is the general quarters, battle stations call. Everyone, even including the crew that was asleep on this shift, is now awake and is running to make the ship ready for incoming contact. How do you help?
Well, I'm already in the engineering room, so Engineer Samuelson, you haven't shown me yet. Is there any like shield generators, anything we can put up?
Shield generators. What do you think
You
this
know,
is?
like
Sci-fi? Oh, you mean the ship's shroud? Yeah.
yes, to keep cannons from shooting us. I don't know. I've only made little electromagnetic ones on models.
Well, I tell you, boy, it's not going to stop anything from a black powder cannon because energy only stops energy. But if it's from any one of the modern cannons that uses the standard energy that we use, they fire off bolts of heat. Yeah, the shroud will stop it, at least a little bit. It'll take the edge off most things at this range, considering the fact that we just saw them. Yeah, it'll probably stop anything dead, but don't forget, this shroud, you can punch a hole in it too. Okay? So, remember how you and I were talking about budgeting for electrical power? Right now, this is where the bulk of the ship's power is going to be going. Propulsion, cannons, and the shroud. Shroud's a major, major burden. So you're going to notice, everybody else, you also notice the lights start dimming. You hear the cook start swearing because the oven and everything just turned off. Everything except for the doctor's quarters, which is also doubles as a sick bay, and the weaponry, everything else goes into low power mode. The captain, resplendent in her black aeronaut's leathers with silver skull buttons and red trim, with a comically oversized hat, which you know personally, Sprocket, she absolutely hates. But she was in the Navy for long enough to know that a captain coming on deck without her hat is something that's just not done. You scare the crew that way. They start wondering about it.
Mm.
Captain has to be completely fearless.
That's why she's got her
So-
brown pants on.
Well, they're black, but
I couldn't. I'm sorry.
no, you're not. No, you're
Why
not. Besides, Holler's the one with brown on.
That is fair.
I'm wearing green
Yeah.
because I'm okay.
Because I'm naked.
Together. Alright.
Oh.
I'm also currently a cat. All right, so
Okay. Very well.
I'm gonna ready the
look at the cat
do we
stats
have
real
any
quick. How
black powder
stupid am
cannons
I?
or are they all energy?
There are exactly 4 black powder cannons on this ship.
I'm gonna get
Okay.
those ready.
All right. The 2 of those are going to be what are called the chase armament. Those are put up here at the very front of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
They be coming out of right. If you see these 2 little balls right here,
Yeah, I see them.
each one of those would be placed with a cannon pointing forward.
Okay.
There's also 2 at the rear, which is accessible behind this, like where these 2 crossbows are.
Mm-hmm.
but they both be aimed directly astern.
Okay.
All the other cannons in the middle, the other 16, 8 on each side, are energy cannons, which normally fire what appears to be concentrated balls of plasma. They can also be adjusted to fire uh, slow-moving balls of extreme heat.
Mm-hmm.
However, normally it's a cannon blast. It's not a laser ball, but it's your average,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm
what
gonna
you think.
ready the black powder ones.
All right, as you begin to do so, some of the other gunnery crew runs up and begins helping you load all of them because one person trying to load this thing is going to take about 5 minutes each. Okay, because these are, 300-pound cannons.
Mhm.
So, just FYI. Everyone else, how does everyone else react? Mr. Mortimer, I see that you
I
are in
went
the.
straight to my station.
Right? All right. Just so I'm clear, do you actually
Not
carry
great.
like a doctor's bag or whatever for whenever you're not in your actually in your
Yes.
farm?
Yes, he has.
Okay,
He definitely has med kits and a couple first aid kits on him
just double checking
at
it.
any given time.
Okay. Tal, holler.
I am
Then I'm not
probably going to head for
free.
whatever cannon I've been assigned. But
Uh,
also, can I roll? I have a skill called War that is basically like strategy,
you can.
just to try to figure
If
out
you
like what that other ship is planning and if we should expect more.
you would okay, war is one thing you could roll. You could also roll battle. Okay? Because war is sort of like larger strategy and politics. Battle is how the actual battle itself is going with the movements of individual ships or armies or everything like that.
Well, I don't have battle.
Well, in that case, war would be a great place to start.
Cool.
To be part of that amnesia, right?
Right. Perfect.
All right, we rolled a 4.
I don't know what I'm
That
doing.
is a success. So, what information are you trying to get?
I'm just trying to figure out if it's safe to focus on the ship that we know about or if this seems like an ambush situation.
Um, it already is an ambush,
Okay, but we
just
see that
because,
one now.
yes. Um, in your mind, you have several hundred possible scenarios. Most of them come down to: is this a distraction? Is this just the first ship, and there's others coming? Is this a one person going to try to fly in, you know, devastate the sails and everything, and then be able to come in and like pick you guys off? There are a lot of potential ways to do this, and the fastest way for you to narrow that down would be to roll notice and see if you can spot any other ships.
Okay. Shall I do that now?
Would you please?
Hell yeah.
Very nice. All right, that's a double crit. So you know what? Shit, You have looked around in every area. You do not see another ship for anywhere in sight. And based upon the way the clouds are moving and everything, any ship that was currently hiding in the clouds would actually be being carried away from the current fight. So it is not it's not impossible there are other ships, but the situation as it stands leads you to believe that this is not a multi-ship ambush.
Okay. Just go into my assigned cannon then. Where would that be?
You would be over here on the left side. So yeah, you would be port side. I think you were on the second cannon, but since the cannons are going to fire broadside right now, well, you don't know how they're going to fire yet, so you're waiting for orders.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Mr. Holler, are you back up in the crow's nest?
Yep, I'm sending Hoot down below to just be out of harm's way. And
Okay.
back up to the crow's nest to wait and see what's going to be happening.
Are you doing anything while you're up there? Changing shapes? Photosynthesizing?
Uh, Not yet. Sun's on its way down, and it's
Yeah,
cold
it
out
is.
here, so that sucks. We got the cold weather gear on. Basically, wait until it gets to be close enough that I can do something.
Okay. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sprocket, where are you?
I'm still readying the. I'm helping the crew ready the black powder cannons.
Okay. So are you
So
going to
it's
be
gonna
on the
take a bit.
fore? Or, yes, it is. Are you going to be on the fore or the aft?
Um, aft.
So you're going to be on the back one, on
Yeah.
the back end. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool beans, cool beans. If you could do me a favor and please scoot yourself over there. All right. The captain comes on deck. Her uniform is, as always,
Immaculate.
crisp, immaculate. Crisp, clean. Her hat strapped on per Navy regulation. Let's face it, we're 8,000 feet above the ground. And right now, she's just staring. She's already gotten the report from the XO, and on his way down, after Holler basically scared the crap out of him, the door, the ventral lookout, gave his report to the captain as well. So let me figure out how to make this work. Do, 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 do. Where is... Okay, fine. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make that work because I, for some reason, can't.
What's going on?
I'm trying to figure out how to make this
What'd you
token
break?
come back.
Oh, the tilt and rotate deal up in the corner.
No, I had a token for Captain Greycloud and I can't make it appear.
Just use the cat for now,
Yeah, I probably will. All
because
right,
he's locked up in the captain's rooms.
all right. So the captain is standing here at the rail, looking outward towards the 10 o'clock of the ship, which would be this kind of way. Excuse me. It's been a long day. That kind of way. All right. Did anyone see her colors?
None that we recognize.
Hmm, this is too well timed for a chance encounter.
Attack first, ask questions later, or wait for them to engage.
No, no. At their altitude and their speed, because they're coming on about as fast as they can, they'll probably be on top of us in about 2 minutes. What we are going to do, and she looks over at Mr. Kane. Mr. Kane, when that ship is approximately 1 kilometer out, we are going to rotate on the long axis to approximately 45 degrees and allow our port fire to be able to aim directly for one of her sails. Lord only knows what we'll be able to hit at that speed, but if we time it right, we probably could do at least a decent amount of damage and give her a bloody nose before we even really get into a conflict. Once that occurs, we will then right the ship, come about, and begin firing from the starboard section onto her stern. Unless, of course, she somehow indicates friendly intent, but right now there's no such thing as friendly intention from what they're doing. So, for those, just because we can't, so what's going to happen is the ship is going to rotate to approximately this, giving the cannons specifically the cannons that on the side that Tau is on, giving them a better arc of fire into the oncoming vessel. Once it's done, the starboard cannons will have a shot at the vessel as it moves past. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and have Jen. You'll be rolling for the initial broadside, and Sprocket, you will be rolling for the shots to her stern. Okay. One of the other things that you will have noticed is that there are a number of safety lines all around the ship. Okay? Let's face it, wind gusts, quick maneuvering, weather, people can fall off these things. Each one of you in your aeronaut's leathers has a harness that is strapped around your chest and waist. You need to at least have yourself clipped onto one or more of these safety lines at any given time. Otherwise, if the ship starts maneuvering too much, it is possible you'll be thrown around. Okay? Again, not necessary. Just friendly reminder. All right. In the time it's taken to do this, the captain has conferred with the XO. She has given orders to Lieutenant Bow. He is currently the gunnery officer on the port side. Let's see. Tau, he walks by, tells you your target. You're to aim straight. You're to aim straight for the bow. Specifically, aim for the figurehead, which would be approximately here. Okay? Aim small, miss small, he keeps saying. Says it to every gun captain. Aim small, miss small. So, shall we begin the engagement? Does anybody have anything they want to do before cannons start blasting?
Range on one of my powers.
Depends on which power.
The one that starts with an H.
Let me pull up your sheet real quick.
Cricket, I'm here to be secretive about my power.
Just this one.
I'm not gonna be Pierce just turn into a cat to harangue a fucking NPC cat. No, I gotta lie. I'm gonna sneak my stuff around. We're gonna find out in 4 seconds, but I'm gonna keep it a secret. Don't you miss this? Did you miss this, Cricket? Miss Pierce not shutting the hell up during games?
The one that starts with an H?
Yeah, I only got one.
Oh, sorry, hold on. I was...
The one that I technically shouldn't be able to use yet.
So that range is based upon your smarts. You've got a D8, so maybe on a really good day with the wind at your back, you might be able to hit about 40 yards.
Okay.
But with the speeds these things are going, they will be past you by the time you could get that off.
Okay. Darn. Take all the fun
Although,
out of it.
admittedly, I do love where your head's at. I love where your head's at.
I'm going to take some inventory down in the engineering room as things start to heat up. Looking for stuff like electrical tape, copper wire, steel rods. We got all that at the ready.
All the MacGyvery stuff's in my quarters. In case you need it.
The standard repair materials and kits are stored and secured safely as they should be in Mr. Samuelson's space.
He's missing some stuff.
Why?
It's okay.
Just
You
taking quick
anticipating something?
inventory, seeing what's available in case it's needed. Quick patrol before, the fire actually gets kicked on.
Don't you ever doubt me again. I've been through action on this ship while you were still sucking at your mother's tit.
Well, then you should know you can
Got
never
it.
be too prepared.
Who the hell is this kid?
He's my gift to you.
Well, for knowing an awful lot, you sure say a lot of ignorant things, Master Samuelson.
Sprocket, if only he...
Jeff freeze?
He
Yeah.
froze.
He
No.
froze.
Oh,
I
he's gone.
thought he was
Oh,
speechless. I was like,
Right?
I thought he was
Experience-
reacting to something.
oh god. Oh no.
Oh, that's
No,
not
that
a.
appears
Oh,
that appears
oh,
to be
we
my
back?
internet.
No.
We're back. We're back. The chef's back. Everybody
Yep.
will. Everybody.
Well, I'm fine. I'm right here.
Yeah, you
There we
froze. Okay.
I'm waving my hands and everything.
Quite
You
a
are
delay.
Yeah, you
You're
are
back.
your audio is delayed.
You're catching up.
Great.
Okay.
It's slowly working its way out. It's getting there.
Well, that's just gonna lead. It'll lead to the chaos of battle. That's what we're gonna pretend it's on purpose.
Tao's just gonna clip in as instructed and then fire when instructed.
All right. So, Tao, in that case, would you please roll me shooting for the 8 cannon on your side?
Sweet.
Very nice. You rolled a 9 on a d6.
Nope.
That's a
You
No.
scroll down, friend.
That's the
oh,
notice.
excuse me. So close. So close.
You have points. Reroll.
Oh, excuse me. I forgot to mention that. Thank you very much, Cricket, for reminding me. So everyone knows, and I say this mostly for the folks at home, all of our characters, and me, started off with a number of what are called bennies, benefits, little things that let them re-roll, try again, a whole bunch of different things. I get one for every character that is being played. They get either 2 or 3, depending upon what they took at character creation. So, Jen, if you would like to re-roll that, you are more than welcome to.
Yeah, sure. It can't get a whole lot worse, she said, knowing it probably will.
Do it. Hey. Hell yeah.
What are the chances?
Still higher than your last roll.
Right?
The ship
Okay.
is moving
Get
really
worse.
fast. The error there is it. You're fine. It's fine.
You are also relatively new to gunnery.
True.
So, yes, while you do get off several what appear to be accurate shots, all of them are either absorbed or deflected by the oncoming ship's shroud, doing no visible damage. However, at the same time, Mr. Kane decided to drop the ship approximately 100 yards down, just so that to dodge. So that way they couldn't, if they were planning on dropping something or what have you, they would miss. In doing so, they kind of fouled your aim, but now it is time for Sprocket to see what she can do. Sprocket. 5.
I was gonna laugh really hard if it was
Congratulations.
4-4.
Well, 4's a success.
How many
Well,
times do you want me to shoot?
You hit. That was. Let's see. You have 8 cannon on that side.
I do.
So in the same way that whenever Tao fired, she was firing for all 8. You hit with all 8.
Yay!
Okay, and so fortunately, the stern of a ship is not nearly as well protected as the broadsides or the deck. So you see more than 1 or 2 shots actually penetrate the shroud and go straight into what appears to be the captain's cabin. You did not, however,
Oh.
hit the engines, and you did not, however, hit the engines, and have not inflicted any sort of critical damage. So this enemy is still very dangerous, although you have drawn first blood. Now that ship is currently still flying away and down from you. Okay, Mr. Kane, because of the angle you were already at, is going to be banking the ship down. Hang on, let me do
I
it.
was gonna shoot again.
He's going to be banking the ship down, and to go with the turn to bring her about onto a better heading to chase the enemy ship. Now the captain orders, whenever you come back to level, I should say, or whatever whatever is level when it comes to this thing.
Level is what
Yeah.
we make it.
Yes. You are now currently in a downward pursuit, chasing the enemy ship. The
Yeehaw.
captain orders gunnery crews to the chase cannons. They are called such because you use them while in a chase, like this one.
Yay!
So, gunners to the chase cannons, please. Tao, would you please come up to the one on the left, and Sprocket the one on the right, just to keep along with it? All
On
right.
the floor I'm on, or do I need to change floors?
Change floors. You're with me now.
Yay. Scamper.
Oh, the cannons!
And no, Lou, they did not hit the ship's cat. We don't even know if that ship has a cat. These are lean times. They might have
No,
had
but
to
we
sell
could
the
have
ship.
tried for their core. That would have been fun. Just knock them out of the
Well,
sky.
had either one of you rolled better, you probably could have.
Oh, so
I
this is my fault.
tried.
I like what you're saying, Jay. You gonna take that?
If
I
you
wouldn't
choose,
take that.
if
Ooh.
you choose to take it that way, yes.
Oh, you hear you said, Joe?
You still have a chance. Now we have black powder. They can't block that.
Very good. So black powder cannons have a shorter range, but again, matter versus energy. Matter's
And
going to win
also,
in this
we're
one.
going down, so gravity.
Yes, but so are they. So it's a relatively
Gravity.
even field.
Gravity.
Are we over land or are we over the sea?
Roll me a d4 and let's find out.
How would he know from below deck?
He could have looked out whenever, I don't know. Currently, you are over what appears to be a large steppe, a large set of grassy plains.
We're over
Uh,
Arizona.
I was thinking more like Mongolia, but whatever.
I don't have a reference for Mongolia.
Apparently they got grassy steps and mesas.
Get out more? I don't know what to tell you here.
Go to Mongolia, I
Damn.
guess.
What do you want me to say? I'm sorry?
Yes, be nicer. Darn. Over here.
So, like, are we shooting a gun, or?
Yes. But remember, I'm playing a pirate, so I can't be nice. All right. So
Confirmed pirates. Let's go.
as the ships are brought around, Sprocket fires, gets a hit. Jen, would you?
Nice.
Hell
All
yeah.
right.
Ow.
2 solid hits. All right. So if both of you could roll me a d3 just to help me decide where in it the damage was done. Okay. And okay. So, Cricket, your shots fly over into the top deck, damaging their steering system right here. Ping, damn
Very
you.
nice.
There we go. Damaging that and knocking out one of their stern guns. Jen, yours landed much lower. You potentially did some damage to at least one of their engines and possibly their engineering section because you can immediately see the ship slow as well as black smoke begin to come out of the compartment that you hit.
Nice shot.
Now it's my turn.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the problem with these chases. The enemy gets to fire back.
Thank you for your feedback, Sprocket.
No problem. Anytime.
You know what? I think I'm gonna re-roll that.
Saw that coming.
Right.
Did you see that coming?
Kinda.
All right. So that's a 7 on a d8. That definitely hits. So their stern cannon fires back, and let us see where this lands. Ooh. Mr. Mortimer,
Yes.
you currently do not have anyone in your sick bay. Is that correct?
Yes.
Good. You do now.
Okay.
You.
Yay.
All right.
Okay.
I need you. Yeah. So, what I'm going to need you to do is
Mhm.
one, you now have gained the status shaken.
Okay.
Okay. So, for those of you who don't remember or do or don't, whichever, shaken is the status that you get right before uh, wounds start being inflicted. Call it maybe a 1 point cushion, basically.
Mhm.
However, because it went through the shroud and because it went through the hull, you, my good sir, you have to take 1 wound, and you are shaken until such
Okay.
time as you can re-roll it, or excuse me, roll to no longer be shaken.
All right. What does
Okay.
shaken do other than?
Uh, let me hold on a sec. I've got it right here. Sorry, I'm being taunted. All right. So here we go. Success. It is shaken. Shaken, then takes a wound. Yada yada yada. Come on, where is it? I had this. Alright, shaken characters are nicked, bruised, and otherwise rattled. They may only take free actions, such as moving, which does include running. At the start of their turn, shaken characters must attempt to recover from being shaken by making a spirit roll. Alright?
Okay.
If you fail, you remain shaken. You can only perform free action. If you succeed, you are no longer shaken, and you may act normally. Okay?
Okay.
So, you, my friend, yeah, you are shaken, and you have 1 and I believe we can just move forward with that. All right. So there's that. Because of the fact that everybody is going to be reloading, I'm assuming, ladies, that you're reloading.
Yes.
Okay. Reloading is probably going to take you approximately a minute and a half. For a well-trained gunnery crew, they can do it in about a minute and one. But let's face it, you guys don't normally use chase cannons.
Mhm.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, I would have a couple times. I've been
She
here
does
a
live on the
while.
ship.
Okay. It will take you. It'll
Thank
take your
you.
team 1 minute, 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Thank you.
Okay, Jen, it will take your gun crew a minute 30.
All right.
Unless you can roll something that would make me think that you actually had the skill to do this.
I mean, she is a robot.
That doesn't equate to skill.
It does. They're mathematically prone to being perfect.
Unless
Jen, how would you describe it?
some
Until they're not.
unless somehow my ultra accurate robotic athletics maybe would help move this along. I don't care. I will wait another 20 seconds.
Is
All
she
right.
reloading or is her team reloading?
Right?
Both. But since you two are the gun captains, you're the one guiding. So, Mr. Mortimer, we'll go ahead and say that is the beginning of your turn. If you could please roll me a spirit to see if you recover from being shaken.
Mm, once I figure out how to do that.
Is that what
There
the
should be a
unshake
dice
button is?
right beside spirit on the left-hand side under attributes.
I'm clicking on it. Nothing's happening.
Just click unshake under
Okay.
wounds.
Yeah, next to soap. Womp.
And
Well, nope.
fails.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, in that case, you can only take free actions, which means you also are not able to heal yourself this time.
Okay.
All right. Anything else that we wanted to do? We're reloading. We're reloading.
I'm sure I would have heard the blast through the wall behind me. Another room.
You would have felt the impact of a black of a black powder round on the ship, especially since it hit directly in the front, and the ship is now, well, it's got a hole in it, so now the aerodynamics are not nearly as nice, so the ship is juddering and shaking a little bit. Okay? So how would you react to that?
I'm going to take what scrap materials I can to the area I heard the blast from and see if I can repair anything there.
All right. As you do that, you also hear the captain call for damaged crews to the first aid cabin to begin going and trying to fix everything. All right. Let's see. Cricket, odds or evens?
I'll answer for her. Just kidding.
This is costing.
Sorry. I'm shooting.
Odds or evens, Cricket.
Oh,
Odds or evens?
evens always.
Hell yeah.
All
Always
right.
even.
Your ship, you two are able to return fire on the enemy ship first. Which of you would be going? Well,
Well,
never mind then.
Yep. She beat me by
Dude,
20
my ship
seconds.
says
So
cricket.
That does make sense. That does make sense. All
I
right.
was hovering over that button. I was so ready.
Ah, very well. You notice that you have fired, and you seem to have hit their mast, or at least one of their masts. You have not taken down any sails, but you could definitely see that you put a hole in it.
Nice.
So, yes, and the ship is slowing because of the damage it's already taken. Jen, in the amount of time it takes us to do that,
perfect.
Yay!
Hey,
Wild dice
still
for
got
the
that
win.
wild die. Wild die is carrying you there.
wild dice. Yep. So, you also land a hit. And hit right about amidships. So about halfway up. You, in doing so, fire and actually hit in right around here, which, if the ship's layout is anything like yours, means you probably hit square into the crew cabin or directly under the gunnery deck. So, nice shot. That's
Nice.
that's a great way to inflict a lot of injuries. Well, it won't necessarily stop the ship. All right.
Ship can't go if they don't
And-
have people to pilot it. I'm just saying.
Of course it can. It can go straight on down.
Exactly.
All right. So, they are also returning fire,
Of course.
and it is deflected by the shroud. So, we are now safe. Brad, if you would please try to unshake yourself.
No, I'm good. How did I get a 0?
What the hell? For both?
How did you get? You have a -1.
To what? For what?
Wounds,
For the
fatigue.
wound?
D8. Yeah, 1d8
Yeah.
spirit.
Okay.
It's -1 for the
Fine.
wound. So
Okay.
yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, it
All
gets so much worse.
Hey, why don't you
Okay.
use a Benny to do that again?
Can I at this point? I was told that that's a true botch.
That's not a botch.
Is not?
That's just a
He
fail.
rolled 2 1s.
Yeah, 2 1s is a botch, and it is so much
He got
worse here than it is in the other
0s.
ones.
Oh, okay. All right,
Use a
sure.
penny.
I'll re-roll.
Oh,
I'll continue to be scared.
shaken.
Look,
Thou
it's his
art
first time
shaken.
in a battle. It's okay.
Is it?
It's okay. It's okay.
He's hitting his chakra points wrong because the
My
ship's
first time to be in a
Sky
ship
fight.
battle.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Blackbeard, where are we going? What are we doing? We're still
Straight
moving
to the
forward.
damage and to roll repair to try and repair it.
All right, I'm going to check one thing real quick. Do you want to be 4 or do you want to be 1?
1.
Well, you succeed. The door, while it is damaged, is still operable. You can open the door and get into the cabin. When you walk in, you do see not only just about a plate-sized hole in the front of the ship, but you see a significant amount of shattered wood sprayed everywhere. You do see the cannonball embedded in the wall beside you. You don't see a fuse, so it appears to be just solid shot. You notice there are splinters everywhere, including in the doctor's. Brad, did you pick where you wanted to get hit?
No.
No.
All
Okay,
right.
I'm gonna
Just
turn
told me
that
I got
cannonball into
hit.
art later.
Well, hold
Big
on,
smiley
because there
face.
actually is a way to Brad, do me a favor, roll me 2d6.
It's gonna be a daisy, I think.
In that office.
You know,
All
for a game
right.
that's supposed to be very random, we're running a bunch of doubles
Right, right.
for
Three-
every
Bunch of
2
double
dice that we
Three
threes.
after three after three.
The
after
RNG
three.
gods
Saying.
love us. Just accept it. Accept
RNG
So,
it.
Brad,
goes number 3.
I'm gonna need you to roll me another d6 just to figure out where or how badly you're hit.
Make it a 3 right now.
Save time.
Okay, you caught one in the gut.
Okay.
Currently you suffer from the broken point, which means your agility is reduced by a die type until such time as you have had a chance to see to your wound.
Okay.
Oh, buddy. I'm not a doctor. You should get that checked out. While you're doing that, I got a job to do. I get to the
Love
hole
this
on the
game.
boat.
All right, please also note there is an awful, awful, awful lot of wind and everything gusting through here, blowing things apart, making things very, very difficult. And you can tell it is going to take you some time just to be able to hold something in place to be able to work on the patch. Just FYI.
And that's why I
But
brought scraps with me.
Flip a
I'm gonna
table.
MacGyver a wind block
Hmm.
with my handy dandy feet. MacGyver.
Hey.
It's a good one. Just flip a
improvised
table up into the
device.
hole and just work around it.
I think like
What,
if
what,
I
device, what device are you making?
if I take some fabric, all right, and then I make a square frame and stretch the fabric over the square frame, I can throw it over and it'll be a temporary patch until I get a harder patch to put over that. So it'll block the wind so we're not having the wind try and suck us through.
How are you attaching the patch to the hull?
The suction from the hole.
It's a vacuum.
It's blowing in, dude.
It's
The
blowing
ship is
in.
moving forward. Yeah, the ship's moving
Oh,
forward,
okay.
and the air is coming this way.
Okay, so then if I block the door off, there won't be
As
any
you're
room for
thinking,
extra air, right?
yeah, why don't you drill another hole to let it all out?
Equalize the
As you
pressure.
as that's going on, and you're doing your best to try to find a way to improvise, you also hear the clomp of several sets of boots as the damage control team comes in and begins to assist with getting the dock out of there and starting with patchwork. Okay.
Okay, well
So
now there's a whole team in here.
Brad, you are being roughly handled.
Okay.
They mean well, but they basically drag you out.
No bedside manner.
Well, there's not a bed.
I don't
to have a
care
bedside
right
manner.
now. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not here. I'm shaking.
Well, you've got a splinter of, a good 9 inches long, rammed into your insides. So,
And I will fix that when I clear my head.
yeah. Speaking of which, go ahead and let's see whether or not you can do that.
No, I'll just stay this way. See, called it.
Oh no!
The hell?
Look,
I
my
mean-
dude's never had a splinter that big. It's okay.
I've got a D8. I haven't rolled
Yeah.
anything above a 3.
I've been
Just
rolling a
pointing
D8
this
for
out.
shooting. Just laying that out there.
Yep.
I only have a D6.
I
My
know.
spirit's actually pretty freaking high. I can't roll for shit to get to stabilize myself
I mean, look.
mentally.
This is your first sky battle. This is a legitimate shaken experience.
Mhm.
It's very hard to
okay.
perform surgery when you
On
literally
yourself.
when you can smell what you had for breakfast.
Ugh.
It's a problem. All right, so currently, Mr. Lackbeard and the crew, can you roll for repair, please? And let's see how well we can do.
I'm gonna use Benny and re-roll that.
Those are
You
great
can't.
things.
You can't.
These threes.
You
Oh, I
can't.
can't?
You
That was a
roll double
botch.
ones. Yeah,
That
this
was
is
a
true
Those
botch.
threes
botch.
are double one. Yeah,
Oh,
those are double
no.
botches.
Mm,
So
Roll 20 just has to give us those threes.
Oh.
right?
well,
Yep,
it's you rolled a
told
pair
you.
of ones plus 2. Yeah.
It was
Okay.
it a double botch because there was a 1 and a 2.
Well, he has a
Yeah,
+2.
Yeah.
The plus
But not to
2
the
If you
is
wild
hover
eye.
over, yeah. If you
yeah,
hover over,
that's
it
why
shows that you rolled a
both of them
one.
are. All right. Well, in the attempt of healing or attempt of making a repair. Oh, okay. Apparently I did that wrong, but all right. In attempting to make a repair, you begin trying to cut away the damaged section. And right as you get done making the hole bigger, so that way you can actually put a square piece in, the saw you had flies out of your hand into the wind. And currently the ship's rocking is significantly worse because you have now made a round hole an even worse hole.
Well, finish the job. Don't need the saw anymore. Worry about that later.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right, so I believe we are coming back onto gunnery. Cricket with a very nice hit. Do me a favor, roll me a d3 to see where that hits. Right amidships. So you're blasting in right amongst its gun, the crew decks, and the gunnery decks as well. So, out.
Mash
Very, very out.
casualties.
Yep.
Hell yeah. There it
God
is.
damn,
Nice!
man.
Ow!
Have you ever actually rolled anything under an 8 for shooting?
Every time.
Mostly,
Yeah, this is a good shot.
this was a real good shot.
This is the first time I've rolled over a 4.
All right, do me a favor. Roll me a d3 to see where this lands. And this may be... this could be it, folks.
3.
Congratulations, you hit him square in the engine room. You can tell because of the fact that their speed drops to about a quarter of what it was. Both of the engines go dark, and there is a plumes of black smoke billowing out, as well as debris falling from the rear engine. you can't see through the smoke, but based upon what you did, you may have damaged their core, which is not something that is repairable anywhere other than a specialist's yard. And it's going to take a couple of months. But either way, your ship, now in pursuit, veers aside so that way they don't ram right into the back of it, comes around, and
Finish them again.
begins to slowly circle its port side cannons aimed at it, waiting to see what happens. Captain Amelia pulls out a megaphone and shouts over to the other one, "Surrender now, and I won't blow you out of the sky."
It would be fun though.
After about 30 seconds, you see a man with his arm completely covered in blood limp over and lower the flag, which you now see was a standard pirate black. It doesn't really have any symbols or anything on it. It was just the black flag of piracy. In doing so, they surrendered, and now you have a very badly damaged pirate ship and what remains of her crew. What you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna blow him out of the sky.
That's one
Can't
choice.
trust a pirate.
I'm awaiting additional orders.
I'm gonna
Time.
try to unshake myself again. That's what I would do in this
Do
moment.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna roll to finish repairing the hull.
Okay.
No, there it is.
Yay! The battle's over. I can heal
Yay!
myself now. Apparently.
And yeah,
Hey.
that's a
repaired
success as
man.
well. All right, so Mr. Blackbeard, it is going to take you probably about 20-30 minutes to get this like completely repaired, but like good as new repaired. However, since you're not moving or anything right now, that doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. Okay, since you're not having to fight the wind either, your job is now significantly easier. Brad, how are you going about dealing with this Shardo ship in your intestine?
I'm gonna use my magic because
Okay. Are you
choice.
asking anybody for help to like pull it out, or are you doing it yourself?
he was gonna do it himself.
Okay.
I know it's bad, but he's gonna do it himself.
He's
Okay.
prepared. It was part of his
Okay.
interview process.
Okay.
Cool.
It was.
Yeah. So
Let's roll to see how that heal goes.
yeah,
God,
it worked.
Nice.
He just like yanks it out, hits himself with a burst of chi, and he's good. Just
Splinter's looking pretty good itself after that too. Damn.
Splinter's a solid stick now.
Splinter sprouted a flower after that. God damn. Okay. Hey.
15.
Apparently the ship loves you. Because somehow you actually feel better now than you did when you woke up this morning.
Woo!
Refreshing.
Unfortunately, no one was there to see it because everybody was too busy working on the repair, so no one will ever believe you.
That's fine.
Oh,
I don't need anybody to believe me.
Sprocket will
Blackbeard
not
saw
have
the
anything.
Blackbeard saw the Splinter. He
He
pointed
saw
out.
me stabbed. The people saw me stabbed. Now I'm fine.
Boarding the ship.
Okay. So, yes, the Captain Amelia orders a boarding party, keeps every single cannon on the port side aimed directly at that ship's deck. Like, not even going to be a question. We're going down and through the ship if we're firing from here.
Yes.
All right. Is anybody going to try to go over on the boarding part?
I would like to.
I'm manning my guns.
Was I told
Okay.
to? Because probably not.
I don't. Yes.
I'm coming up to the deck just because that my current station is damaged.
Yep.
So that's about it. I'm not going across there.
With the massive amount of blood that has now ruined your shirt and pants,
I'm fine.
you may lose. But your tailor is going to have a few words for you.
Mhm.
The captain then calls to you, Doctor. We may have
Yes?
need of you to. We may have need of you to help treat the wounded on the enemy vessel.
Very well.
Were there any other injuries?
No, only me.
You, for that amount of blood, you are standing remarkably straight.
Yes. I've explained this before.
A little sun bleaching will fix that. It's fine.
I'm fine.
Couple deep breaths, and I was good as new.
The captain, for the first time, actually, almost thinks like, "Wow, maybe he's not completely full of shit."
She watched him.
It's hard. It's hard to argue with evidence. Okay, so as the the boarding party goes across,
Mhm.
there are a number of badly injured pirates, sailors, whatever you want to call them,
Mhm.
enemy combatants, along with their captain. The captain was the man whose arm was completely covered in blood. Uh, the pirates did not have a ship's doctor per se. They had a guy who knew a whole bunch of cures, like medicines and everything, but he did not understand medicine the way we would consume, like we would presume for the term doctor.
Mhm.
So you are the best hope these men have of not dying of infection, blood loss, trauma, whatever.
Okay.
So
They couldn't have attacked our ship.
are you going to be helping treat these people?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Mr. Barron, the executive officer, goes across and begins to inspect not only the ship's ledgers and manifest, but to inspect the cargo hold. And he comes back up with a great big shit-eating grin and calls across loud enough so all of you could hear, except for, well, Joe, I don't know if you'd be able to hear this clearly. You could hear that there was shouting, but probably not exactly what was said. Captain, we're not the first ship they've hit. They've got a cargo hold full of what appears to be illicit goods. I wouldn't be surprised if this entire ship were not stolen itself, but I know we could sell all of them back at the nearest port and make ourselves plenty of money. The captain, of course, nods and agrees. Sprocket,
Yes.
take two with you. Take two with you. Go over and make sure you take their guns offline.
Don't leave the ship.
Really, nothing bad will happen. It'll only be like 30 seconds. It'll be off the ship.
I don't leave the ship.
It's just a
Can I go?
different ship.
I want to see their
you know?
engineering room. I want to see
You
their
know?
core. Do they have a different core than us?
She's gonna hesitate.
Wonder what it's made
but
out
she's
of.
gonna do what she's
That's
told.
exactly what Holler's looking for too.
Joe, I'm gonna assume that you heard enough of that you come up running and volunteer.
Yes.
Okay.
She's gonna
And
do what
then-
she's told, but she's gonna hesitate.
Don't worry. Don't worry, Sprocket. I just need you to go over there and break some stuff. You can be back over here in not but a few moments.
If I die, it's your fault.
Damn.
Yes, it is. You
We'll
can
go.
come
We'll do
haunt
it.
me.
We'll go do it.
Oh no, Skyquake.
All right. So, Joe, you and Cricket, escorted by the captain, the XO, some of the boarding party, and the other guard, work your way down and see that while this ship's layout is not quite what the silver lining is, it at least is similar enough that you can find your way. All right, so Sprocket, you stop on the gun deck, and how do you go about disabling their weapons?
Are they the energy ones or are they the black powder ones?
There are both. However, currently you are standing right about here, okay, on the
Okay.
enemy vessel. So, how you want to do this is your decision.
I'm gonna just remove some important parts
Of the
and
guns or the power systems?
both.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start dismantling them and sending them back over to our ship.
I'm gonna say you take out the focus crystals,
Hmm.
and yeah.
Firing pins, crystals, everything.
All right. Now, when you get to the black powder cannons, how do you immobilize them? Or not immobilize, but incapacitate them? Are you gonna
Oh,
spike them? Are you gonna just throw all the black powder overboard?
I was just gonna do that. Yeah.
The black powder?
Hmm.
Okay.
And
So
take the
you
little the wick part.
the fuse.
Yeah, that thing.
Okay. You take the fuses and throw out all the gunpowder?
Yep.
Very well. Mission accomplished.
I'm going
You
back
have
to my ship.
Gunpowder.
Yeah.
This place is grimy. It's a wonder anything ran.
All right, when you get down there, uh, first off, the engineering compartments are a wreck. You're not even sure if you could safely set foot on them.
Is there a
Okay,
saw down here?
not that you can see.
Dang.
Damn, I'm gonna have
Protect
to
the
buy a
saw.
new one of those.
But you can't. The damage is so bad right at the back and the stern that you can see open sky. You see that the power crystal, their core is something's not right. Maybe it's cracked, maybe it's, you know, maybe one of the power leads is broken. Some of the energy transmitters are not working correctly, but something is badly wrong with this core. And you know that nobody on this ship has the knowledge to fix it.
Take it.
Well, if you
That
take
Master
that power core,
Samuelson could. How big
if
is
you
it?
take about the size of a bathtub,
And if we take it, it'll fall. The ship will just fall.
that
Exactly.
the ship with you in it will plummet,
Oh, well, that's no fun.
along with all of its cargo and all the sailors still on board.
Is there a place for me to tie my harness to from my suit?
Not that you would feel safe with. So you could, but
Which
with
Rocket,
the
you
amount of
got a pretty firm grip. You feel strong.
Sprocket's already back on her ship.
rockets not on this ship.
Sprocket did her job and went back home.
Yeah.
Do what I'm
I'm gonna
stupid
test a few
here.
things and find the best thing to tie myself to in here.
Uh, the closest thing you could think of to maybe tie yourself to might be the bulkhead outside of the engineering compartment, but the line's not long enough for you to do anything but stand in the door at that point. Like when I say this place is a wreck, I mean you're
Pounded a
not sure
number on
how
it.
yeah, you're not sure how all of these pieces are still actually together.
Is
Hope
there
and
a
prayer.
spot that's maybe a bit more risky, but I could maybe get to the core to actually look at it?
You could. You you could.
You know I have to.
I don't know a damn thing.
Got to do it. I'm
Um,
gonna try and
so
get closer to the
okay,
core so I can actually look at it.
so you're aware, and this is because we are in episode 1, and I, as a DM, I at least want to make sure this is understood. If one of these things breaks, or you do not roll well on your athletics, whatever it's going to take you to get over there, and then get back, you are going to be 8,000 feet in the air with nothing but some broken splinters in your hand. And this ship is not fast enough to catch you. Understand this, and then do as you see fit.
I don't know. I feel like I should roll common knowledge to see if I would even do it
Okay,
against
go
my
ahead.
curiosity
Go ahead.
trait.
Does your curiosity win out?
Do you have the hindrance death wish?
The 4. Do you think
not?
that would be a
A
success
4,
on resisting the curiosity and not having a
Yeah.
death wish?
4 actually is considered a success for what we're talking about. So yes, in this case, you do have the common knowledge to know that making this attempt, there is a double-digit chance that you will not come back.
Mhm.
Too risky, but man, I really wanted to look at that thing.
Okay.
So
All
you look
right,
at
I'll go back up. It's Joe
I
talking
got no
to
problem looking
himself
at
out
it.
loud.
So as you come back up, the captain calls across asking for a report. You explain, of course, how incredibly shot to hell this thing is. Or would you keep that secret or anything?
I mean, I'll tell you, Captain, I could repair it, but we'd have to land it. It would take months. I mean, they're
We don't have
scrapping it.
we don't have the experience, but we can sell it we can sell it as a prize. Take the cash and let it be somebody else's problem.
Probably sell the core if we repaired it. I'm sure Master Samuelson could repair it. Seems pretty good with those things.
Not with what we have here. Anything involving a core, it's pretty well known you can't do it while you're in the air. But tell you what, you and the rest of the maintenance crew hook up some tow lines. We'll help her limp back. He calls over to the pilot. Mr. Kane, where is the nearest port we might make? He starts consulting the charts and everything. And then relatively quickly he tells you that, or he calls back, I should say, that the port is about 10 hours from here at full sail. You know you'll be lucky to even get quarter speed out of this thing. So it's probably about 2 days from here.
I mean, we could just land it and take the most valuable stuff.
8,000 feet straight down, and that thing probably couldn't take landing.
We could drop it and
No,
scavenge.
Lose too much cargo
nothing,
that way.
nothing would survive an 8,000-foot drop. No, it's easier and cheaper that we simply tow her in. Tell you what, she turns over to Mr. Barron. Mr. Barron, bring the prisoners aboard. Put them in the brig. Lock them in irons. Treat them fairly. We'll take a skeleton crew of engineers. Make sure all of them have parachutes on. To be aboard there and try to lash her together as best we can, just so she'll be able to make port. And with that, the captain proceeds to order and oversee and organize the towing in of a pirate ship into harbor for sale. Which is, honestly, I didn't think you guys were going to be able to do that quickly. I'm gonna be straightforward with you. I did not think you'd be able to, but as you slowly over the next 2 days, slowly limp your way to the nearest port. I believe it's called Radifal. You would any of you speak to the prisoners?
Nope, but I would check out the core.
Only to see how they're doing as I'm healing them.
I mean, Sprocket is kind of a chatterbox, I'm gonna be honest.
Just down there
Okay.
talking to him.
Well, she's got to paint the cannonball.
It's in the
in
medical.
that case,
That's in med bay.
No.
I'd be annoyingly chatting off the other chief engineer's ear about their core and how their engineering room ran and
Yes.
why it was so grimy and dirty and why he couldn't keep things clean. Has you ever heard of a rag?
okay. In that case, I'm gonna need all of you, everybody who talks to a prisoner. I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
need you to please roll me a smarts.
Damn, Cricket.
I think this is my most
Oh,
chatty character ever.
okay, okay. By the way, quick plug. D&D RPG merchandise. Just telling you.
Mine's in my work bag. It's great. It's got bricks on it. It's got wings.
Mine's
It'll
over
quench
there.
you. It's the quenchiest.
Goddamn the quenches.
So, Defender wins all ties. So, Joe, you are the one who is almost overtaken by their absolute sob story, by their, tears and wails that they didn't want to be here. They were shanghaied. They didn't mean to do anything. The captain made them do it. Let's see here.
I'm just imagining
Sprocket.
Mortimer there. Oh, that's nice. Does this hurt? Uh-huh. How about this?
The cap
Check this out.
the pirate captain stands there as you heal him, just staring murder at his crew, all of whom are throwing him under the bus as some combination of incompetent and a vicious, ruthless taskmaster who cared nothing for their lives. Truly, how can one man be so many things? But as you slowly make your way there, it is sunrise on the third day by the time you get to Radifal. Because of the fact that you are from a different one of the independent states, 2 patrol boats come out because one of you's hauling a badly damaged craft. And are you pirates? Because you're not a Navy ship. We can tell that already. So, you are met probably about a mile out, maybe a mile and a half away from the docks, by 2 patrol boats, both of which have their cannons fully trained on you. Your cannons are not powered up and not run out. So while you could get into a fight with these guys, they're going to have the first and possibly second shot. So just understand that. Also, your shroud is not up. One of the captains comes across to demand an explanation. Does anybody say anything when he comes on board?
I'm down in the engineering room, so I wouldn't even see him.
Sprocket's just
No
painting
crow's
one of
nest.
their cannons.
This is the captain's job.
But I mean, would pirates really be painting daisies and flowers on their cannons? No.
The crazy ones would.
No. You don't know all pirates?
Have you met all pirates?
I've seen One Piece.
Don't know what you're talking about. Never seen it.
I really haven't seen it.
I've seen like maybe half of an episode here or there.
Oh, there's a million
Anyway.
episodes.
Yeah, I know. That's why I stay away from it.
You didn't know that would start.
I like having a life other than One Piece.
I'm
Anyway.
older than One Piece.
That's why you
I'm
green.
gonna shout for Amelia.
Do you call her Amelia or do you
I
call her
do.
Cat
Well, I call her
in
Amelia.
front of others?
I mean, am I the only one on the deck right now besides the newcomers?
No.
Oh, well, probably call her Captain then.
All right. The captain, holding a Mr. Fluffles, steps out of her cabin, walks up and gently sets him on the railing as she speaks to the captain of the cutter. He in turn does so, blah, blah, blah. The captain then shows him the black flag of piracy, indicates the people that are currently in chains, and tells her story as best she can. And let's find out how persuasive she was. Why? Because I feel like adding drama.
See, she did great.
I really
She
want
did
her
better than
back.
last time.
Fuck you and the army.
I hate it here.
The captain does believe her story because she is very convincing, plus it has the added benefit of being true. And eventually, you are escorted in to Radifall. The pirates are arrested for piracy, and of course, they beg and plead and everything on their way out. But let's face it, this is your average port city, and we're pretty sure that most of them could buy their way out of jail if they really tried. The ship's cargo is taken, inspected, and by right of salvage and conquest, it is your legal property. Once they've got her landed and in dry dock, Mitch, you are able to go over and look at her core, and goddamn, you look as you're digging around and looking at the core, you notice one, this is fairly badly tuned. All right, it's functional, don't get me wrong, but you could easily have gotten 20% more out of this just with a little bit, with like some care and the proper tools. Mr. Samuelson, you're pretty sure could have at least gotten 30. But
We go up to Amelia, or Captain Grey Cloud.
okay, do you want me to tell you the rest of what you found, or are you good?
Joe's interested in the core more than anything.
Okay, do you want me to tell you the rest of what you found, or are you good?
Sure, you can tell me the rest of what I found. Just for
That
atmosphere's sake.
That core has got a crack in it running about 6 inches deep, all the way up and down 2 of its facets. That core is going to require months, if not years, in a crystal tank to bring it back to functional use. The fact that you got it this far is just this side of America. Like, that ship probably should have fallen out of the sky with that hit. But, for whatever reason, it's here.
Still looking at this like it's treasure.
Well, this is still worth a lot of money. I mean, even if it's going to take 2 years to fix, this is still, several 100,000, gold worth of core, provided that you can even find one on the market for sale at all. Because cores like this, that are big enough and strong enough to power ships, are so rare that most people would buy a ship just to get its core and still consider it a bargain.
I'm just sitting there writing notes about all the things I could break this down and make into. All of the theories that the core could be used for if it was broken down into smaller shards and used for stuff. Other than that,
Yeah. Do you try any of them?
I'm gonna go to the captain first.
Yes,
Captain
Mr.
Grey Cloud,
Yes, Mr.
could I
Blackbeard.
have the
Good.
core?
You know, yeah.
No.
Please.
You can keep my
Your
pay.
best friend.
Mr. Grey Cloud, please don't please don't take this the wrong way. You would have to work for me for several millennia to be able to afford that core, even in its current state.
Well, what if I made stuff for you out of it? What if you keep what I make with it?
Or I could just sell that core, buy a whole bunch of other smaller crystals, and still keep at least 75% of the sale price as pure profit.
They be core crystals? Would it actually work?
That's between you. That's between you and an engineer. I'm. N- I know
Well,
how to
it's
run
yours. It's your property.
ships. Yes, it is, and that's why you can't have it. But I'll tell you, that ship. That ship is probably going to will probably net enough on the open market, even in its battered and beaten condition. Hell, even if I were to sell it to the Navy, I'd still have enough to keep us in operations for at least 5 years.
Thinking of something, I'm gonna pull out my notes and show her. Like, what if we could make a weapon? And when another ship
You mean
attacked
like
us like this, instead of like blowing it apart, we could disable the core, their other core, without damaging it. We could disrupt it. Make like harpoons that we launch near their engineering room and sort of like short circuit the signals from their core.
have to get awful close and do a lot of pretty good shooting to be able to get anything that close to a core.
It's just an idea. And I think Master Samuelson would have more insight on it, but what do you think? Or what if we made cannonballs out of them?
Are you insane, man?
I like him.
Just think what would happen if a chunk of core was launched at another core.
Yes, I could also imagine shooting cannonballs made of solid gold.
The gold doesn't have any magic. The core crystal does.
Core crystals don't have magic, Mr. Blackbeard. Core crystals are part of etheric technology. They're understood, scientific, and developed just the same way that we grow wood for our hulls, steel for our weapons. In short, Mr. Blackbeard, no. No, you may not. That being said, if you were to find some other source of crystals that you wanted to experiment with under Mr. Samuelson's direct and fully knowledgeable supervision, I would not be entirely opposed. But so help me, you touch a core crystal on this or any other ship without my express permission, I will hang you off the dorsal sails until such time as the mist sharks have eaten your eyes. Am I clear?
Yes, Captain.
Good man. If you wish to speak with Mr. Samuelson, you may do so. However, I would expect a full report and description of what you are attempting to do before your hand touches crystal. Am I understood?
Yes, Captain.
Good man. On your way. So, with that, do you guys do anything else to that pirate ship?
I went to check the core to see if it feels like this ship's core, but that was days ago. So
It was days ago.
either way,
That ship's core, um, you can tell this core is gravely injured. Okay, but in the same way that crystal grows naturally, in the same, very similar to plants, you do have a certain understanding and ability to at least get a good solid sense of it. You can tell this ship was not always a pirate. She used to be a good and respectable ship. Her core had no say over what she was put to, and she was well taken care of. Whatever it was that woke you up, this ship's core didn't do it.
okay.
Roll me a notice.
Rolling a notice. Clicko. 5.
You can tell that this ship's core didn't do it.
Hmm.
But you get a weird feeling about something as you're walking through the cargo hold. You can't put your finger on it, mostly because I don't think you have fingers.
I have
But
phalanges. I got manipulators.
you are not sure what it is, but you can tell something's a little bit off in some of these containers.
So I'm scoping around for rats and other animals that might be on this ship to get them off the ship.
There are no animals on this ship.
Weird.
No sign of animal either. No sign of a ship's cat. No sign of pets. No sign of rats, vermin. There aren't any weevils in the kitchen.
What the hell is that? Well, I'm gonna look around in that cargo hold then. See if I can maybe attempt to pinpoint what it is and draw attention to it.
Then I am going to need you. Let me pull your sheet up real quick just to make sure I'm
Yeah.
saying this right.
Ah, no. My notice is better. Wait. Nope, it isn't better.
Hmm.
Yeah. Know what I am gonna do? I wonder. Hold up. So shape changing, I get other stuff as well. Like my
What do you mean?
skills change. Do I just temporarily
Yeah.
change them to what they are for the purpose of being that thing?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm gonna do first is take a screenshot so I remember all my skills where they are now.
Handy.
Save that. All right. And
What are you changing into?
I am changing into a dog/wolf to increase my notice to a D10.
Okay.
Sniff around some more.
Roll it.
13.
Nice.
Thank you, werewolf.
Oh, you figured it out.
I'm going lupus.
God damn it. Sorry, I'm just remembering one too many times in Hispo.
Oh yeah. World was dumb. I love it.
All right. As you walk back through, maybe it's the difference in lighting, maybe it's the difference in your height. Maybe it's just something that you're not sure how you missed it before because it seems so obvious now. Over in a corner, there's a net used to secure barrels and cargo. Okay? Something about that net screams problem, wrong, danger,
Hmm.
evil. It may not be exactly what woke you up, but it's probably invited to the family reunion.
Something that's gotta go. Good.
All right.
Uh,
Now, because you rolled so well, you also notice that the barrels inside that net don't have that smell.
mhm. Who have I interacted with that's reasonable? Oh, Captain. We're
Hmm?
gonna pop wings, still as a dog, or still as a wolf. Fly back to the other ship, find the captain.
Okay, remember, you're in port. This is like a walk.
Well, I got wings and I'm a dog, so somebody gonna
Okay.
stop me?
Who's gonna tell him no?
As you land, uh, Fluffles apparently has an aneurysm. Combination of screaming in fury, absolute terror, and
Guy jail.
what seems to be what seems to be some sort of, you know, if you didn't know better, you'd think he was in religious terror, thinking that some sort of actual demon from hell had landed for him personally.
Little ritual
Guy
madness never
jail,
hurt
tube
nobody.
treats, walk away.
Yeah.
This is my new life.
All right, when we land, we're popping back to people form. Just
Mr. Holler,
um,
quite an
there's more
entrance.
things on the ship.
What do you mean more things? I know we haven't taken the cargo off yet.
There's something dangerous on that ship. It's
Dangerous
not the
how?
barrels near the net, but there's something with the net down in a cargo hold. That's where you keep the stuff. Just
Mr. Can you guide us to what you're talking about?
absolutely.
Mr. Baron, take two with you and go and see what this is. The XO immediately walks down, uh, does not try to fly, walks down the pier, but meets you on the deck of the other ship within about 10 minutes.
Hmm.
Well, Mr.
Down
Holler?
this way.
All right, they follow you down to it,
Yeah.
and he stands there, looks at the net, clearly taking your warning to heart, but unable to determine what on earth you're talking about. So you say the net has something wrong with it, but the barrels don't.
There's a weird feel to it, a weird smell to it. You
I can't smell anything, but I'll trust you.
Hmm.
Perhaps that means what was in this before the barrels? Maybe it leaked?
something. But it has to go, and I don't know.
Very well. He pulls out a sword, hacks the net off the wall, reaches over, finds an empty barrel, uses his sword tip to stuff the net inside, and has it carried off the ship.
Does the
Is this something
feeling
you want?
go with the net?
Yes.
Okay. Put that net somewhere to us. Do you have people that do magic? Like, I don't
I'm
know what
sure
you call them, but somebody
there
that
are
could do
some in the
that.
port. People who practice the weird sciences.
Sure. Someone who can put better words to my feelings.
Most likely.
Yeah.
I practice the weird science.
I know Sprocket does.
Joe's into that
You might
magic stuff. He believes that the core is magic and not science.
Well, he doesn't. Baron doesn't know you that well yet. I mean, you've only been on the ship for like 3 or 4 days. He's known Sprocket for about 5 years. So he would tell you, I would say go speak to Sprocket. She'd be the one. If she doesn't know what it is, she could at least guide you to somebody else who would, I would presume. In the
Fantastic.
meantime, we'll keep this in secure holding.
Where are you going to
He
take it
then
now so I can let Sprocket know immediately?
he hands it to
Oh,
you.
wait, no. I think Sprocket's weird about leaving the ship.
She doesn't leave the ship willingly. I can't tell if Kelly's frozen or not, but that
Just
just
right
looks
here.
like opposed everything.
I'm just really
Hand-
interested in
hand-
what's going on right now.
Hand me the barrel.
He hands you the barrel. Please note that it is still open and you can still smell it.
Yep. But we're going to deal with it for the time being so we get it to Sprocket.
All right. Are you flying or walking?
We're walking. We're being extremely careful with this thing.
All right.
I have to deposit
I don't want
fluffles.
to get. I don't want to get that on me.
It takes you about another 10 minutes to walk back, but as you walk up the gangway, you see Sprocket walking out of the cabin, the captain's cabin, with a few new holes in their sleeves.
Sprocket.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you do weird science magic?
I love weird science. What's up? What we got?
This doesn't smell right.
She's gonna put her face right in it and try to smell it.
Roll me a notice.
When I roll weird science?
You were trying to notice. Well,
I'm gonna use a Benny.
okay.
I was gonna say she's been around Holler
Yeah.
long enough to know that he doesn't say what normal people would say in certain situations.
Still didn't smell it.
You said it had a weird smell, so
You did.
Yeah.
So she smelled it.
you don't smell anything except for like net. It smells like a
Okay.
cargo. It doesn't smell like anything really.
I'm gonna use
Smells like
my mechanically arm and pull some of it out of the barrel. And I'm gonna inspect it.
for
She's gonna
that,
lean
yes, you can
away.
roll weird science because
Yes.
now
Doing that.
now you're using a different method.
Gonna lean back. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, something's off with that. So you can't really you know that something is off, but you also know that you're not able to detect it. At least not with your senses.
Yeah.
You get the impression of almost like powdered rust. Like you're not it doesn't feel like rust, but I mean that's the kind of like like magical imprint it has. This feels like decay, destruction, wearing, like weathering and everything like that. This smells like the end of things.
Ooh. probably not going to keep this on the ship.
Agreed. But you don't leave the
Would
ship.
I know of like any researchers at this port that it could be taken to for further inspection?
Roll me a common knowledge and let's find out.
Wild dice is 4.
You would know that there probably is one. You do not know anybody in this town well enough to recommend them, mostly because you don't leave the ship to meet
I
anybody.
don't. I don't.
So, not really. I mean, you're pretty sure that somewhere there's going to be, you know, an enchanter, an alchemist, an artificer, somebody who would also be able to do it. Just because if they have a ship, if they have a port, then they have the abilities. Like you'd need somebody to do magic to be able to help speed all these things along.
Mhm.
But you could not give a name or anything.
So I can't tell you what this is. It does not feel good. Um, but you're gonna need like an artificer or some kind of like research college to figure it out. And I can't tell you who that would be. But we're not keeping it on the ship.
What's an artificer?
Kind of like somebody like me who makes things out of metal.
Like Blackbeard?
Well, he seems a little eager. And again, not to be kept on the ship. But
But
yeah,
he
I
leaves the
guess.
ship. He would know who to look for, right?
Well, he kind of lived on an island with nuns, so probably not. Doctor Dude might. He seems learned. You kind of have to travel for that
Doctor.
kind of knowledge, so maybe.
Say. Thank you.
Mhm. But we're gonna
We're
take that
heading,
off the ship, though.
we're heading to Med Bay.
Not with the
holding,
barrel.
holding this barrel out in front of me.
No.
All right. Hey, Doc.
Okay.
By
I'm
now
following behind him.
your cabin has at least been put back together.
All right.
It hasn't quite been like completely desplintered, but it is whole and safe and sound.
Okay. He's probably sitting in there reading a book.
So,
I've learned manners in the last 5 days, so we tapped the barrel on the door.
Oh, God.
Just continuously
Um,
tapping the barrel on the door.
okay. Okay.
Very dejected Sprocket behind him.
All right.
So, Sprocket, you almost feel like there's a cloud of dust being knocked loose every time he hits that.
No. Take it back off the ship.
Go to open my door despite hearing. Take it back off the ship. Can I help you?
Sprocket says that you would probably be the smartest person to talk to about finding an artificer.
But off of the ship.
Finding an artificer.
Or
Does this
researcher
smell
or
weird to
magic
you?
person. Get it off the ship.
For what? What?
Does this smell
He's
weird?
holding a
Not
barrel
smell.
of decay.
Smell doesn't work. What is
Ugh.
does this magic anything to you?
Does this magic anything to me?
Apparently not smell,
Oh,
because my smell is not your smell.
What am I looking at? A cult? Science?
Sprocket stuck her
Weird science.
hand in.
Tell you what, let's go. Actually, Brad, how do you not have weird science? Oh wait, no, I know the answer to that question. I'm sorry.
Because that's a different style of
Yeah, that's
arcade
yeah.
that's
background.
why I
Yeah.
So
But he has arcade
if,
background, so he'll know people. Just get it off the ship.
all right, Brad.
Mhm.
Are you gonna Are you looking into the barrel?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
look into the barrel.
You see. Roll me a notice, please.
Okay.
Okay. It's a net.
Okay.
It's a net.
That's all I got. It's a net. I don't know any artificer, and I can tell. All I can see is that's a net. Do you?
Hey, Brad, if you're willing, if you want to, I'll let you roll a cult if you're gonna be using your magic senses to look at it.
I mean, sure. I'll try.
No.
I'll re-roll.
It begins again.
Ugh. Yay!
Hell yeah. There it is. Always doubles with you, Brad. What the
This-
Yeah, I
hell?
know.
Smells like this smells like old blood and festering wounds.
Mm.
It at least to your magical senses that's what it feels like. It feels like a long-term infection. It feels like, a not a parasite, but clearly something that's been infested with something infected.
Huh.
It feels like
Please get it
decay.
off the ship.
Yeah,
A minute.
this thing seems like it's been like it's been like it's infected. Like I'm getting a sense of blood, old blood, and
Sit. I'm going to get the captain. Just rushes off.
I was told find Sprocket. And then Sprocket said, "Oh, you should talk to Mortimer."
Off of the ship.
All
But he's
right.
on the ship.
So
I'm on this.
so Sprocket, you're running back to the captain?
Yes, because he needs to get it off the ship.
Okay. Sprocket, what on earth?
The plant guy's carrying a bucket of decay. Please tell him to take it off the ship.
A bucket of decay.
Please. I have to
What?
disinfect for days. Questions
Sp-
later. Get it off the ship now.
Where is this thing?
Below deck. Near the core. Kind of.
A bucket of decay?
Mm.
Why is he bringing it down there near the core?
I'm in med bay
Because-
talking to
He's in
Mortimer.
Mary. It's on the
It's
other
the-
side of the
It's
ship.
the same level.
It's the same level. It's on the other side.
I don't care. It's close enough.
On my ship. He has my
Pass the
cat.
word.
These
Pass the
buckets
word
of death.
for whoever it is to bring it up here.
He didn't listen to me.
Tell them I want to see them.
Ugh.
I'm gonna follow her
Runs
down there.
back
I
down
better
the
clean
ship.
up that mess, or freaking Samuelson's gonna freak out.
Ugh. Captain says get it off the ship. Please, for the love of all that is holy.
That's not quite what the captain said, but okay.
That's not what he said. Well,
Mm.
we'll just throw it over the side now. Mortimer doesn't know anything else about it. He doesn't know about anybody getting like who I should look for in town or anything about that. That's what I'm trying to find out. Who do I take this to?
Brad, you could roll common knowledge to see if you
Okay.
know of anybody.
All right. You can do that then. No.
Nope.
Never been here. And I'm out of
Dude, you
rerolls.
didn't even know this town existed till about
Yeah.
20 minutes ago.
I've never been here. Can't tell it. Sorry.
Thank you
I'm already on the floor with a
Happens.
scrub brush and a bucket. Get that
I'm
nasty
about to
thing out
join
of here
you.
before you
I'm
get more
literally about to
dust.
join you.
Heading back up topside,
All right.
where I have not spilled a
once
drop
you-
of net because everybody's worried about me spilling net.
But the dust that came off of it.
Once you
Yeah, it's
get up there,
dust.
the captain, Mr. Holler, what on earth is that?
I've verified from several sources that this net reeks of death, but nobody knows where to take it. I don't want to just throw this out into nature or anything like that because wildly detrimental. Do you know where I can find an artificer?
Well, the only one I know of would be in town. I'm not sure. I haven't been here in several years, but I'm quite sure that if you walked into town and asked for an artificer, they'd be able to point you if there is one. Might I recommend you seal that barrel first? I'm sorry, Pierce, say that again?
Muted.
Do you have a lid?
Sure.
The person who
And
handed
the
me
sailor-
this net in the barrel just kind of slid it in with a sword.
One of the sailors walks up and hands you a barrel lid.
Say something else. Hop on my skateboard.
What?
All right. I thank them. They just kind of, from myself, pull a vine and wrap it closed. And we fly
Mr.
into
Holler,
town,
if
because
you-
whatever.
It just flies into town.
Well, never mind. I was going to say if he's unable to find an artificer, maybe he should leave that constabulary, but they probably would know someone to investigate. But hey, since he flew away, he has no idea I said that.
Nope.
Ain't that a shame?
We fly into town to
All
find
right.
somebody who knows what an artificer is.
And on that on that upbeat note, to give ourselves plenty of stuff to do for the next session, we are going to go ahead and call it there just because we are about 10 minutes away from our designated ending time. First off, everyone, congratulations. You did so very well.
Yay!
I did not expect that to go as quickly or as smoothly as it did. So
just
thank you so very much for that.
as I stay shaking for so long.
You were fine when the battle was over. You
Yeah, I know.
did
As soon as the battle's
great.
over, it's like ding.
You did great.
I still just imagine he's
All
trying to hit like chakra points, but the ship judders and he just misses and jabs himself.
Breaks his
Like,
fingers.
let's see,
Oh, yeah.
shoulder, wrist, neck. Missed. Damn it.
All right, so now it is time for one of our favorite activities, Props O'Clock. Who
Yay.
would like to go first? Let's see, we went this way on my screens first time, so we'll do it the other way around. Jen, who's your prop for?
I have to go first. I'm going to give it to Sprocket for being so ready to blow the other ship completely out of the sky. Bloodthirsty. Jinx.
Okay. Pierce?
Oh, mine's going to Lackbeard because my man was really about to risk every last one of them things for the biscuit of I need to touch the core. I'm like, I gotta get close enough. I need to inspect it. Yeah, you'll fall out of the sky. Yeah, it's only 8,000 feet, but come on. It's right there.
Okay. Sprocket?
Gotta give it to Plant Man for stressing me out.
We work on direct answers, okay?
Look, I
Not-
smelled it.
Not just you. He put a lot of stress on a lot of people tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
If you leave the ship, I wouldn't have to have it on the ship. That's all I'm saying.
Not leaving shit.
Not leaving.
Mr. Lackbeard.
Mortimer for talking about the other doctor as if they. Now, I don't believe this man went to medical school, but Mortimer's just the same.
This man's never read a
Mm.
book in his life.
All right, and last but most certainly not least, Brad, if you would not mind telling us who your prop is for, who did well.
Oh, jeez. It's hard. I'm gonna go with Holler for sticking through and continuing to do his best to annoy the hell out of that cat.
Waffles. So much
Every
Sky
time I
Jail.
can.
So much Sky Jail. I'm gonna run out of
About a cat?
tubes.
That cat's gonna get diabetes by the time we're done. Okay.
Good luck next time,
Well,
cat.
I'm just gonna have like a thing now where the cat's just sitting there plotting, like Inspector Gadget. I'll get you next time, Tree Man. Next time
For all those
with a paw.
trees you scratched up. That's your scratching post.
Not yet.
Welcome to try.
All right. So, to everybody watching, thank you so very much for joining us tonight. If you want to get around and hang out with us, talk about game, say, "Hey chef, how come this has happened? Hey chef, what about this?" "Hey Tree Man, are you actually made of 100% tree or are you partially recycled?" Hop on our Discord. We are happy to have you. We'd love to talk to you. We're there. That's also where, by the by, you can sign up for games. Everybody in here signed up on our Discord, and we would love to have you sign up too. Okay? So please, please, please come join us. We'd love to see you. Also, if you want to take a look at the rest of what we've been doing, we've got a wonderfully, wonderfully well laid out YouTube channel, thanks to a certain JenOfThieves that we have here,
Yeah.
keeping us all online and making sure everybody can come and see us. We'd also like to send a huge, huge thank you out to all of our streaming partners, Brad with No R, Glenn Dizzle, McStabber Studios, and The Witch of the Stars, all of whom are fantastic, and you should go watch all of them. And if that means you have to have 2 different watching devices, I think it's a worthwhile investment. I really do. But in the meantime, thank you so very much. I have been DM Delicious, aka Chef. With me tonight has been Jen of Thieves, Pierce Power Tough, Ms. Cricket, Mitch, and Brad with No R. All of us saying a wonderful thank you from the Silver Lining. We'll catch you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.